Seen him put them glasses on. It's serious business.
Yeah. Welcome. Let me set up Facebook. What's up, TikTok? You don't stop. What's up, 22?
Man, what's going on with you?
Man, you got it, brother. You got it. Hold on. Let me check in with Facebook. What's up, LinkedIn? I be forgetting about my LinkedIn people, man. Shout out to LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn really be busting. A lot of people don't be paying attention to it though.
Oh yeah. Well, different platforms, for I guess, different, your digs. Only somebody from the hood would understand that. That was my hood breakdown.
Man, yeah, but LinkedIn really be busting on because LinkedIn it's a social network, like a true social network, and there's so much information that's actually there. I love LinkedIn because I'm not seeing it's like life when you get on Facebook and stuff. Your mama dad, your daddy dad, your auntie dad, the dog dad. That's what it is. See, but when I get on LinkedIn, it's full of nothing but opportunities.
Oh, straight business. 100% business, man. LinkedIn. Yeah, you right. You are right, my brother. It is summertime. Boy, it ain't summertime. Feel like summer out here, man. How the weather out there now, man?
Oh man, we had some good weather today. It's usually been a little humid around here, but it's been some good weather. The sun shines and yeah.
Yeah, man. Same here, man. I was out at the park, man, with baby girl today. Got her out.
Yeah, so got some of the good weather here.
Try to wear her out before I do this.
I'm trying to take a little bit of the cold away from the co-host.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know if it worked though. This girl full of energy, man. Full of energy, man. But yeah, man, it's been a week, man. It's been a week. We got some topics, man, to talk about tonight. Man,
it's definitely been a week.
It's always like it start off slow, after we get done with Wednesday. And then it's like I look up by Sunday, it's all kind of stuff going on. Like, man, and then from Sunday to up until the day, it just be popping.
Yeah, the top. These events are turning over quick.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. Shout out to my man Pro Focus too, man. He asked me. Pro Focus is the brother who hosting the fashion show. He doing a casting call actually in Indianapolis. And he thought I lived in Nap. I'm like, everybody always think I live somewhere. I'm from Gary. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I be able to tell people like, man, I'm from Gary, y'all. But yeah, he was like, man, don't you live in Nap? I'm like, nah, I live in Illinois, but I don't live in Nap. But he's doing a casting call for models. He's putting on a fashion show this week. No, not this week. He'll be there this weekend. Okay. I'll put the comments in the if I can find the flyer real quick. But just stay tuned. A lot of people know him. He does a big fashion show up here in Gary. He was on one of my shows, Convo with CINO, Pro Focus. So be looking out, man, for the big fashion show happening out there now soon.
Man, I'll be looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out how I can dip my fingers in it.
Yeah. He invited me to the casting call. And so it's this weekend, man. But I'll get you the information if you ain't doing nothing, man. Or, link up with him, man. Pro Focus. Good brother.
No problem, man. Already no problem.
And also, if you in Gary right now, slide on down. You know, I got my Winford on cigar. I'm really out. I'm out.
So he been a chimney over there.
I've been chiefing, man. I've been saying shout out. I got one left, man. So shout out, man, to Q's Lounge, K's Lounge down there in Gary, Indiana. If you're out tonight, slide by there and have you get you a nice cigar. I think it's ladies' night or something. I think it's some ladies down there. So fellas, if you out, you know, slide on down there, man. Have your cigar, man, and you know, have a conversation with some beautiful ladies. Anything else, man? What's going on in Nap, man? What's going on locally your way?
Well, a lot of concerts are getting ready to come down here. Big name concerts. They have Mike Epps is getting ready to put together like a community day. It's going to be kind of like how Gus Macker was.
Okay.
Petey Pablo is going to be his. Yeah, it's going to be kind of how like Gus Macker was. You said went back.
I said you went back. Yeah.
Yeah, with the Gus Macker. That's what I'm saying. He's going back. He's going to have Petey Pablo also for his performer. So yeah, he's going back too. There is, man, Starlito and Don Tripp, some of my favorite rappers. They just released Step Brothers 4. They'll be down here June 24th at the Vogue. I'll be there. I'll most definitely be there for that. But yeah, it's a lot of music getting ready to come to the city, man. That's what's going on. Summertime warming up.
Yeah, man. That's one thing I can say about Nap, man. Y'all represent, man. When people come in town and you know, celebrities, concerts, man. I see all my people. I look on Facebook. I'm like, everybody I know in Nap be at the spots, you know.
Yeah, I went to the Indians game last Friday that just passed, right behind home plate. It was a good game, man. It was a good game, great vibe, great people. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to do down here. Just gotta find what you like to do.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love Nap though, man. Shout out to Indianapolis. Shout out to Coach Trina and them out there, man, doing their thing with the reality show. I think they just did their first filming for it. So shout out to Coach Trina and the crew, Tamara and everybody else down there. Shout out to my people. Other than that, man, well, let's get into this thing, man. Let's get into our success of the week, man.
Man, let's get into this success of the week. I'm about to really, really enjoy this success of the week. So this success of the week, of course, you know, we have a lot of success of the week. This one right here, homegrown. Before we even get into that, I apologize, everybody. Before we get into that, let me get right here. You know what I got to get to. The views and opinions expressed during Convo with CINO Live are those of the host, guests, and contributors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Convo with CINO, its affiliates, or Program Enhancement Coordinator 22. Viewer discretion is advised. This show is intended for informational and conversational purposes only. Yeah, let's make sure we get that out there. Might need it tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna drop the bombs and some horns tonight. So I better buckle up.
Might need it tonight. Yeah, we definitely might need it tonight.
22 ready for y'all today.
Here we go. So let's jump into it with the success of the week. Success of the week. The number one player in Indiana. He's a 3-star. His name is Casimir Hicks, and he went to Decatur Central High School down here in Indianapolis. They won a state championship this year. They definitely won a state championship this year. He's the number one player in the state in the 2026 class by On3 Sports. He's 6 feet, 180 pounds. So this season, he caught 54 passes for 877 yards. 13 touchdowns. He ran for 479 yards and 5 touchdowns on offense. On defense, he had 32 tackles, 4 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries, and 1 caused fumble. He also averaged 48.8 yards on 8 kickoff returns. Hey, man, one of the reasons that I'm so proud about this one, this my little cousin. Yeah, this my little cousin. Yeah.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Congratulations,
Yeah.
Casimir Hicks.
Casimir Hicks. Yes, this one of his
Casimir.
cousins. Man, and
Man.
I'm gonna plug it in for some of the people that's listening. So the group CCA.
Okay.
Rap group CCA, right?
Concord affiliated. All
His
right.
grandfather, which is my uncle, may he rest in peace. That was the owner of Laidback Records.
Okay.
So my uncle, his grandfather, was the owner of Laidback Records. He was the one that was putting all the CCA music out and stuff like that. And I love how I see that in my bloodline, man. I just see people that are setting out and doing things and setting trends. You know, I'm quite sure Uncle be proud of him, man. You know, so I most definitely took pride in having him as the success of the week because he has a great lineage.
Hey, man. That's awesome, bro. I mean, and that's what I talk about, man. You know, people always talking about, people so quick to talk about generational curses, but you know, you got generational blessings too, man. So let's focus on those stories. You know what I'm saying?
Let's focus on those stories.
Let's let the blessings flow, man. And you know, and the thing with a curse, it can be broken. You know what I'm saying? Like you can break any curse, man, on your life. It can be broken, man. So you know,
it can't be broken. Like you say, man, these things are passed down, you know. So just a little more history because this does go with Casimir. So his grandfather, my uncle's brother, he was star basketball player. A lot of people might know him. He was Curtis Holt. He was the dean of West Side. You know, so like these things within the men in my family and the women, we do have these strong things that we go out and we accomplish things. So, like I say, man, it was only fitting. Like you say, these things can be passed down. In my family, we pass down generational blessings and generational wealth. We're not passing down the curses.
Come on. And that's it, man. And that's what we speaking on, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's it, that's all. You know, because you know, we definitely living in a time and day where, you know, hey man, I'm taking all the blessings I can get, and I ain't you know, I ain't ashamed about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know. So yeah, brother. Well, yeah, man. Congratulations to Casimir, man, and the whole family, man.
Man, we appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Salute. And Chill will say salute too, man.
Yes,
shout out
sir.
to Chill.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. On Code in the building, always checking in, man. On Code. Yes, sir. So what else we got, man? What else is new? What's happening in the world these days, man?
Well, this is something that's important that's happening in the world these days because it has affected everybody. But there is a group of people that it has affected in the total opposite way that it's been affecting the rest of us. Those tariffs. Bezos, Musk, and Zuckerberg have grown more than $40 million richer after the tariff deal. And this comes from Monday, May 12th, 2025. The stock market rallied after the U.S. and China agreement on the tariff. According to Forbes report, Elon Musk's net worth increased by more than $11 billion as Tesla shares rallied on Monday's U.S. market. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos saw his net worth rise to $13 billion, and Mark Zuckerberg's net worth recorded at $12 billion gain.
And that's what I was saying. I'm looking at the post. So that was combined. We talking about 40 billion that 40 they made. Billion. Yeah. We got millions. You got millions on there. So
we got millions of 40 billion. Apologies.
Yeah, would it be? I know how to type. You know, we know how to type or go, but I just want the people to know. Nah, they sneeze at 40 million. You know what I'm saying? They that ain't nothing to them. The 40 billies, yeah.
40 B's, yeah.
Yeah. Cause what's like a billion is what a hundred. It's that's 1,000 million.
A billion is
that's 1,000 million.
99 million. You know what I'm saying? That's over there. Yeah.
Yeah. So A million versus a billion is a big difference.
Big difference.
That's can you imagine that? 1,000. That's 1,000 millions.
Man, I gotta imagine it until I get it, but that's the only way I'm gonna be able to know when I get it because I imagined it first.
Man, 1,000 millions. Man,
that's
brother out here trying to scrape up 1 million. You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
But when you got that much money, and I kind of feel like that's why a lot of people don't get to that level of success, bro. Because when you got that kind of money, you got different kind of problems. You got different kind of problems. Like I said, you ain't got those what we about to eat today, or I need a new car today. Even for people that got the money, car get crashed right now. They still got enough money to go buy a brand new car off the lot. No worry. They still ain't got them $1 billion problems. That's a different ball game.
Yeah. Yeah. I think my man chimed in. I'm gonna see what he talking about, man. He actually the one sent me that article. So man, shout out to my guy Winford Owens, man, down there at Q's. He always, and so that's the type of people that you want to be around and associated with, not the people that's always sending you something funny, something silly, some drama, you know what I'm saying? Some garbage, man. Like I can always get that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no help getting that. Sean Reed said, "What's up, Big Sean Reed? Sean Reed, what's up?" Yeah, man, I can always get a laugh, but something of content, you know, send me that. I want my inbox full of that, not full of the garbage. You know what I'm saying? I almost be wanting to block people that send me too much garbage.
Right, because hey, I ain't got no time for that negative energy.
Right? Who got time for that right now? Like, I don't see who got time to be playing. Honestly, this is not the time to be playing with nothing. Not the time. Your finances, your family, your spirit, especially your spirit. You know what I'm saying? You know, your all of that, man.
Yeah.
We don't have time to play right now, man.
Especially with how the world is changing, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't got time to play no more.
Yeah. So, and I know we finna get into some topics that's gonna, you know, enlighten on what we talking about. So, yeah, playtime is over, man. So, what else we got?
So, the GOAT is coming back to the NBA, but not as many as he's coming back to the NBA as a sportcaster on NBC. Yeah.
Man. I think it's been long overdue.
It's long overdue. Everybody else, after they get through with their sports career, they've been on these platforms for the companies and stuff like that. How do we not have the great coming out commentating the things that's going on? I think if I heard correctly, I got to check to see how true it is. But they said that Mike said LeBron is not going to like the things that he's going to hear him say.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I think Mike is doing the NBA a favor. I think the NBA is slowly. It's not as popular as it was. Let's just call it what it is. It's not as popular as what it was. It's not really that exciting. It's getting exciting. The playoffs are good, you know. They you know, but it's just not as exciting to me no more. And so once LeBron leaves, think about it. I think they kind of prepping up Ant-Man or some. You know, they got who gonna carry the league after LeBron leaves.
Man, look, that's the thing that ones I think are really looking at right now, and I think that's why there was really a lot of people's issue with when Bronny came, because people are looking for who's going to carry the league.
Yeah,
that's a very valid issue, and especially with the way we do have injuries and stuff like that going, it's kind of hard to tell who's going to carry the league because you have a lot of people that are not going to be here for the duration like we think they are over these injuries, especially with players just collapsing on the court.
Yeah. I mean, you know, back when Jordan was playing, every team had like their, you know, their main the patriot, of the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From Barkley to Ewing, like you can go down Isaiah Thomas. You could go down and name Larry Bird, a team, and identify a star.
A star, yeah.
A straight star.
Each team really did used to have a star. Somebody that's gonna come out and they're gonna produce consistently, even in the losses. They're gonna come out and produce, even when they having tough seasons. They still coming out, cheering up. They talking good for you. Yeah, they was actually performers.
Yeah, and every night, not just got the hot hands here and there. They hitting it every night.
They hit
every night, bro.
Hey, if you don't mind, man, because you said hitting it every night, right? Hitting it every night.
Yeah, okay, pause. Yeah, okay, yeah, pause.
Draymond Green, is he a monster or is he just mislabeled? Because when he be in there, he hitting something every night, choking something. That boy be going off. But you want to know how I really feel about Draymond? And this does kind of go back to the Michael Jordan conversation. We say who's going to carry the league. There are certain personas within the league. I feel like Draymond is just the modern day Dennis Rodman. See, but back then the game was a little more aggressive. It was a little more physical. Because if he was playing back when Rodman was playing, I bet you he wouldn't have as many problems. Because it's just going to be some physical play.
And a lot of people say that, but Rodman was more. I think Rodman was more strategic with how he did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This dude doesn't. He don't have no fear. He gonna straight put you in the chokehold. He gonna straight smack you. He gonna straight. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever. Right, straight to your face. He ain't playing.
I think I would rather. I think I would rather have that.
But Rodman, he would like trip you and then trip you again and act like he tripped. You know what I'm saying? He would do. His was more theatrical.
So look, pause. You ain't never hear them say Rodman used to tickle they balls when they be standing at the free throw line.
Okay.
Like what?
I ain't really heard that one, but
that's something totally different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something totally different. They say like reach over and grab them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I could see it work because it throw you off before the ball coming. You know what I'm saying? Rodman, he was a mind game. We can't say that.
Yeah.
His madness was actually calculated.
Yeah. He was he loved it. I mean, I ain't saying that Draymond don't love the game, but it just seemed like, I've seen this dude just straight smack you for saying, you know what I'm saying? He's more of a bully. Rodman really wasn't no bully.
Right.
This dude's acting like a bully. And a shout out to some of my TikTokers, man. Miss Brown said, I asked the question, is Draymond Green really out of control or just being labeled angry? She said, Miss Brown, shout out to Miss Brown. She said a little bit of both. Didn't they make him take anger management? My man Johnny from the job. Shout out to my boy Johnny. He said, to be fair, he is loud. He isn't any more dirty than Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. Usually he is fighting in the paint with way bigger guys, so his fight is harder and it shows in his movement. So those are a couple comments, man, from TikTok this week. Shout out to those people who kind of commented on that question in TikTok. So
I can go for
man,
because he plays hard. That's what I'm saying. He's a physical player. When he's in that paint, he plays hard. So yes, he's gonna throw elbow, and he's the type of physical player. If you just watch him, when you play back physical with him, he's gonna show you. He's gonna do his best to show you who's the best, who has the best physical contact in here. You know, I think that's just his style of ball. That's just kind of how he plays.
Yeah. But he's a great asset to the team, but it's just one of them things where you got to control, how do you control this dude? Because he's about to get tagged out almost, right? I think he's reached his limit on technicals for the season.
Hey man, and we did have Mr. Owen said he's acting more than he's playing. His value would not be the same on any other team. Because they haven't got rid of him. He's still there. He's still there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and we got him in the back room. I think he's trying to get set up, man. And we're gonna bring him on so he can talk about what he got going on and maybe some of his views on some of these topics. But
some of these topics.
Yeah, man. Well, shout out, but but the finals are good, man. I like what's going on right now. I'm not really watching them a lot, but I do like. I like the games, man. Like they really battling it out this year.
I've been liking them. The only thing that I haven't been liking about them is these games have been blowout. A lot of them been just straight blowouts. Like I'm not understanding. Like the one Golden State game, man, they were up on them almost 40 by the half, and at the end of the game, they lost they had 100 points, but they still lost by 40 some points. Man,
damn.
but, yeah,
so I've been just kind of watching the highlights and watching Mason, listening to Mason Cam, and I'm gonna be honest.
You got.
I've been cheating.
The Knicks, literally, Celtics had them down 20 points. Then they just go out balling. You lose 2 games back to back where you had 20-point leads. You let these mugs come back and win. Yeah, these games.
But what's up with Indianapolis? Indianapolis looking, man, with the Pacers, man.
Yeah, hey, Halliburton is doing his thing, man. The Pacers looking good right now. I ain't even no Indiana fan. They looking good right now.
Man, shout out to the Pacers, man. The Indiana Pacers, man. They doing their thing, man.
They doing man. They crushing one of our success of the week, man. Hometown hero, Darius Garland. They say, hey, I want him to win because he's back at home. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. What's up, King Dollar, King Os Dollar? What's up, man? On Facebook, on TikTok, man. That's my guy, man. Went to school with him, man. Dropping that heat. Man, I love y'all for tuning in, man. So what else we got, man? Let me see if I can bring my guy on. Let me see. He fidgeting in the back. I don't know what. And shout out to Coach V. And sorry for those who were looking for Coach V tonight. She had a emergency and she couldn't make it, but we're gonna get her on in the upcoming weeks. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Coach V, Nicole Varnado. That's my homegirl, my sister. You can catch her on her prayer call and just giving words of encouragement. Every day, her and her mom, Pastor Yvonne, and they just great, faithful women, man, women of God doing their thing, man, and giving back to the community. So shout out to Coach V in the building.
We appreciate that.
Yeah. So what we got next, man? What we got next?
Man, speaking of violence, next up, Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times while on the rec yard in prison. Now, I read parts of this report. He was stabbed in the back. I believe they said someone was to the back of his neck or the back of his head and things of that nature. He was stabbed up by a guy that was already serving life in prison for murder. When it initially happened, they said that he went to the hospital and he was in critical condition. But his team says that he's all right now. He's healing. He's not in critical condition anymore, and everything should be okay for him.
Man, shout out to Tory Lanez, man. Hopefully this brother, recovers well. 14 times?
14 times. And I'm not being funny.
That sounded like a hit, bro.
I was about to say, bro, so I'm not being funny. Stabbed 14 times, and the man that stabbed him is a Latino. Yeah, the man that stabbed him is a Latino.
No, man. But, Tory probably in there, man. He probably in there, woofing up a little bit, man. He looked like kind of like a hothead, though. You know what I'm saying? He may not be in there just, doing his time peacefully. You just never know. Guys come in, everybody's ego is a little different. You know what I'm saying?
You just never know. Like, so when I say I'm not being funny, for the Latino to do that to him like that, it does sound like, and this isn't word that I received. It's just from what I see. It looks like he's having some type of problem with the Latin community, or with one of the Latin gangs in there, or something like that. Because, like I say, this is a hit.
He kind of actually looked like he might be a little. Put that picture back up. He kind of looked like he might be a little. Don't he maybe look like he could probably be like Cuban or something?
Yeah, he looked like he looked like what the what's my dude name in Shaft? The new Shaft, the one that had
Peoples. He looking like Peoples. Yeah, he got that look. Yeah, he might be. You know what I'm saying? A little Latin, man. Like, cause let's be honest, man. They got dark skinned Latin people. You know what I'm saying? We just see the light skinned ones all the time. The white ones all the time. But they got some Latins that look like me and you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So he might be. You just never know.
Might be. You never know.
Let's look at like Nori.
Yeah.
Nori. Perfect example.
The Afro Latins, as they call them, the Afro Latinos.
Yeah. So he might. So he might be on that spectrum, man. You never know. But man, shout out to him, man. And it's a sad why he in there anyway, man. For that, that young lady, Meg Thee Stallion. How much time did they give him? Is he sentenced or what?
Yeah, I forgot how. Let me see. I forgot how much time they gave him.
And shout out to Cheeks, man. Malcolm Cheeks tuning in. He said the dude who hit him got life already for killing his girl. Well, there you have it.
Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years in prison.
Wow. 10 years. Okay. So it's been about, how long has it been now? Probably about.
It's on. He got.
The time be flying, bro. You look up, man. 10 years will be by, man. My daughter 5, so like.
He got sentenced in 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, he got sentenced in 2023.
And this is the shout out to Cheeks, man. 219 Midwest Connected TV. He said he from Canada, and he got 10 years. So it's got to be. He's got.
You just said something. You just said something. It just made me think about something. Malcolm, I'm looking for you, Malcolm. I'm looking for you, Mr. Cheeks. I'm looking for you. I know I missed that episode. I'm looking for you. Whenever you ready, Malcolm, let me know. Because I'm looking for you. I heard you was looking for me.
We got the smoke. We got the smoke popping. Hey, man, the Cheeks dropped it. He gonna have to handle that. Yeah. Hey, man, Cheeks dropped a hot one today, man. I was checking out what he talked about the academics and Mason Cam about the whole, Mace with the trans, getting caught up allegedly with a trans person. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you check that one out, man. It's heat right now. It's trending on 219 TV Midwest Connected. Malcolm Cheeks.
Am I gonna have to get my popcorn for it?
Yeah, you might have to get your popcorn for this, man. You may have to get your popcorn for this one for sure.
Yeah, so, I've been checking out Malcolm, man. He been doing a great job. I've been checking you out, Mr. Cheeks. He said, I got you. I got you. Yeah,
I'm about to hold on, man. I should have sent him the link. I don't know if he said you owe me 22. Oh man, y'all clowned it. Let me see if I can send him the link. Hold on, man. Let me see. I hit him up earlier too. Let me see.
Hey man, and this next topic, man. Hey, I'm telling you. So as I was just doing my research today on this next topic, my mind was blown. My mind was blown, man. I promise you. I'm waiting so patiently to get to this next topic.
Hold on. Woo! Hold on. We gotta prep this one up real good. This the heat. This was trending. I mean, this trending all over the broadcast news. You know what I'm saying? Like broadcast news is on this one tough. So let me see. Let me see something. Yo, Winford Owens. Where you at, bro? Okay. I know he might be trying to. He just make money, man. He probably. All right, we're gonna get him on whenever we can. No worries, no worries. Uh-oh. In these streets. All right, bet. Oh, he in them streets. All right, cool. We got you. 22. Deuce.
Yes,
Where
sir.
you
Yes,
at,
sir.
bro?
Yes, sir.
All right, my
I'm
bad.
right here. I was out in the streets looking for Malcolm.
All right, man. Well, let's drop this. Let's drop this heat, man. I know you've been waiting for this one, man.
Woo, bro. The Diddy trial starts. The opening statements have been made, and witnesses start to hit the. Hey, that background it makes me laugh. It's just so appropriate.
Man, come on, man. We gotta. Well, yeah, I don't know, man. I seen the tape today. I mean, we seen it before, but it ain't looking good for the brother, man.
Man, it's. I see how they're trying to spin it. I'll give you a little bit of breakdown for these days of trial. So, first day of trial, the key thing that I paid attention to in this first day of trial, there was a male escort up there, and the speculations was that Diddy told the male escort to urinate on Cassie. Well, as it came out, she told him to do it. It wasn't Diddy that told him to do it. She told him to do it, and the escort said that she told him to do it. So as this thing has been going on within these next days, she has said that she has sores on her mouth from giving so much fellatio, that Sean Combs kept her oiled up in baby oil, and there was not a moment that she could not be glistening, and if she wasn't glistening, he made them stop. There, bro, when I say it goes so crazy, there is a portion of this where she says, after she gets through having an experience with Diddy and the escort, Diddy likes for her to take the other man's semen and rub it on his nipples and his chest. She also said during this whole ordeal that no, she didn't want to do this, but she didn't want her man to do it with another woman because they're very jealous in their relationship. So this right here is something that's a little key, I feel like, in Diddy's defense, because she admitted that she didn't want to do it, but she chose to. So I don't know how that's going to flip and turn out.
Wow. Yeah, man. This is getting real freaky for real. You know what I'm saying? What you said earlier, rich people problems.
Rich people problems.
Yeah, man. Rich people problems. Yeah.
I gotta say, we be talking about Diddy. We got Nasty Cassie. Nasty Cassie.
Nasty Cassie. Dang. Hold on, I gotta get this.
Cassie.
Man, let's go.
Right, bro. Because that's the stuff that
Nasty Cassie.
She went. That's the stuff she said she went through, man. And the stuff she said she went through, and she admitted that, hey, I did choose to do these things, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, as it's coming out, a lot of stuff she also requested to be done, you know what I'm saying? So, and even in her saying that she did it because she didn't want another woman doing it with him, I can see Brian Steele, that's Diddy's attorney. I can see Brian Steele taking this and flipping it as far as the portion of it that goes with her, that she's a woman scorned. I can see him taking it and doing that because they're also nasty Cassie. Because also there's also a portion where the head security guard of the hotel, when that incident happened with Diddy and Cassie, they interviewed with him, and there were key things that he left out of his reports, such as they said that she requested for the police to be called and he didn't call. He left that out of the report. That he said that Diddy offered him some money. He also recorded some things himself. And they said that when he did approach the room and was talking to them, that he saw a man in black clothing sitting on the bed. Well, the argument with that was the type of room that Diddy had. He had some type of presidential suite or something. You can't see to the bed from the door. So they're kind of making it out to where he's not a credible witness anymore also. So this could work out quite differently than what we think, depending on how Brian Steele does it.
Yeah. No, you make a good point on that. I didn't know she was requesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was talking. Actually, me and Winfrey was talking earlier, and he kind of was saying the same thing about it, because men of that statue, or you don't really know how possessive a person can be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's not even any man. It don't matter the amount of money you make, but of course, the more power you get, the more, and of course, his sexual.
And that's part of what she was saying. Sexual innuendos. That's part of what she was saying also.
I mean, so he was stated as threatening people. I mean, threatening to blow up people's cars and threatening. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of know the dude was a little jealous. Like she said.
See, and here's something else that goes with this too, bro. Because like she did state that he was a powerful man with a lot of money and things of that nature. So there was part of the influence. She fell in love with him quickly. But here's another sticky part of this. Don't know if you heard this part yet. Cassie said that people thought that she was making her money from music and album sales. No, she was making her money from hosting these parties with Diddy and taking parts in them. That's where she was getting paid. She was getting paid for being a facilitator of the freak-offs.
Oh. She said, unfortunately, freak nasty, not a charge. So yeah, that's a good point. She ain't being charged with nothing, huh?
See, we've had that conversation before.
They said Chill Will said they said Trump would pardon him if he was convicted. Okay.
Free Kodak, but he already free.
Yeah. Chill Will say she got turned out.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's what I really think happened. And as the things went, and this is a sad part, whether it's with men or women, once somebody get a certain feel of you in a certain capacity, especially those capacities, you get discarded. And, that brings about PTSD, that brings about trauma, that brings about vengeance. But yeah, man, as long as she was getting the payment, you know what I'm saying, everything was going good. That's like that conversation we had with Chill Will. When do you go from being a victim to a willing participant? When does it happen? Because hey, if you tell somebody right now, I'm about to go rob all the banks with Clarence because that's my brother, and I don't want him doing it with nobody else. When it comes down to it, they don't care why you did it. You chose to do it. So why does not the same thing apply? Yeah.
Because like he said, like Cheek said, if she was hosting the party, and let's be honest, man, he just gave the girl 10 million, 30, 15 million. He just gave the girl some money.
Yeah, and see, okay, so she also did say that he would buy her gifts and give her money, but depending on how he felt, he would take the gifts and stuff back. So she and I'm not speaking against any woman that has experienced some type of sexual abuse of this nature. From the things that I can gather, she was rad. You know what I'm saying? She was rad. She was down with the rad. She knew what it was. But now it's at some point where even if it's just that something else is about to come out that could tarnish her name, or even if it's just her looking in the mirror every day and she's ashamed of what she was doing, I don't feel like what has transpired with her in totality is just something that she was forced to do 100% in abuse. She had her hand in it.
Yeah, and let's be honest, all of them was right. I mean, J-Lo was riding, but I mean, it seemed like the young Miami, all of them was really riding with him. I mean, honestly, when you think about it, because ain't nobody said nothing. Nobody's come out until now. And now the sad part about it is everybody then turned their back on the man. You know what I'm saying? Who was actually there participating, with the freak offs. Because he wasn't freaking off by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he wasn't freaking off by himself.
They call it a freak party, right? So this was a party. So that means other people was, you know what I'm saying, invited. So where are all the other participants of the party?
You remember I told you we had one episode we had talked about Diddy, and remember I told you there was a woman that used to go to these parties, and she said that when it was time for the party to turn to that type of party, you had the option to stay or leave. And if you chose to leave, you could leave. But she said once the party got to that point, she said specifically that they would give everybody a drink that was going to stay at that party. And you knew that drink had something in it. But it was your choice of if you were going to stay at the party and take the drink or if you were going to leave. So, yeah, people knew that this was going on.
Yeah. So where are these people? I guess that's just my question.
You know where they at, especially when we get to, we ain't even got to call it the industry. Just when we get to big business, when we get to rich people problems.
Yeah. And it's but this is a true example of why anybody should definitely watch, be careful who you deal with, how you deal with them, on what level you deal with them. And, and keep solid people around you, man, because this is a shame that everybody done turned their back on the man. You know what I'm saying? All of them. It happened to Kelly. Ain't nobody stood up for Kels. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody stood up for Diddy. Ain't nobody standing up for these people when they get in trouble. And that's the sad part. I mean, hell, look at Tupac. Didn't nobody stand up for him? He had $1 million bond. He couldn't get $1 million from. He had to get Suge Knight. Yeah, you had to get. He had to sign with Suge Knight for $1 million when he got the #1 album. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where do people go, man, when you need them?
That's the indicator, man. And I'm just gonna put it bluntly how it is. In business, you have no friends. See, when I don't care what type of business you do, lawn care business, car wash business, you do Tesla business. In business, you don't have friends. You have associates, and these aren't even regular associates. They're business associates. And when it comes down to business, if there's something that's tarnished on your name, this is already understood in between me and you. If something happens right now and I do something so malicious, you have to cut your ties with me. And it doesn't even have to be a personal thing. But this is what you have to know about going into business. It can even be something as simple as you decided to partner with a company that they don't like. So, you know what? We got to cut our ties with you. And it's like we never knew each other.
Yeah. No, I agree. And because I was talking to Winfred about it, because I don't want no friends. I want to build I want relationships, right? And so when you have a relationship, like you said, there's a limit. It's no I mean, it can be emotional, but in a business relationship, it's really no emotions. It's just business. So it's like you said, if you did something crazy, yeah, I may have to disassociate, and vice versa. And I would understand that. It don't mean that I'm still not your friend, but we'd have to do what's best for the business. You know what I'm saying? And I would understand that because I'm a business person. You're a business person. So we both don't mean I ain't gonna, hey man, look out for you, call you, check on you, whatever.
It don't mean I ain't gonna kick it with you when I see you. It don't mean that.
Exactly.
It's just business. Your business could have took a $50 million loss, and that's nothing that you did negative. But for where my business is going, I can't be associated with business that are taking $50 million losses, because then they might try to start putting me in that group with you, or start trying to speculate what it is that's going to happen in my business, or, hey, your business took a $50 million drop and we're associated. That could affect my brand, and people just don't shop with me anymore. It's just business.
And like you said, sometimes an emotion, when you put the emotion in it, now I feel some type of way because you still doing business like that, but not understanding the business. But now more, why he still doing? I thought you was my dog. I thought we was that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, because Chill Will, look at Chill Will's comment. He said, when I got too hot in the streets, people cut me off. I was bad for business. Because see, even in the streets, hey man, you doing all that robbing, and you can't come around here because you bad for business. You bringing the police, you bringing this, you bringing that. You know, even if we do look at business in a whole, and we do take a peek into the criminal sector of business, for business reasons, the criminals will turn you in. Well, they're not going to turn you in, but they're going to tell you either we going to handle you or you going to turn yourself in, because this is business. There's nothing personal about it. So you do have to be cognizant of what you do, because when you're associated with somebody, it doesn't just affect you, it affects them. And as Malcolm Cheek said, you can't tarnish the brand, period.
Come on, man. See, these are the type of brothers that I deal with. So we all understand that. You know what I'm saying? We all understand. We all on the same page. Can't have, well, don't blow up my spot, cause you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cause you hot, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
Period.
Don't blow
up my spot. Yeah. Pause. You know, but
I'm quite sure that's what it really is, because these people have to protect their own interests. See, and at the same time, I look at it on the personal side, that they also aren't speaking out negatively against him either. They're just saying nothing. And the reason I feel like they're saying nothing is because on the personal side, they did have some type of personal relationship with him. They were probably in places, even if they didn't partake, they knew, hey, I'm going over Diddy's house, and in the back room, there's something going on that I don't know nothing about, but I know it, you know. So I feel like they're also protecting their personal interest in what's going on. So they're just saying nothing.
Yeah, man, they know this man was a freaky creep, man, and some of them probably participated. You know, some of them probably regret they did it. You know, you got, you know, maybe, oh damn, I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? You know,
right. Diddy look like the type of person that you ring the doorbell, he comes to the door, just nothing on. What's up? You like, hey, didn't I tell you I was coming? He said, yeah, I know.
He like, yeah, what's up, daddy? Yeah, what's up, daddy?
Give me a hug, daddy.
What's up, daddy? Yeah. He said, man, don't be calling me daddy, man. Don't be calling another man daddy, man. Fuck.
Don't be calling me daddy. What's up, daddy? Hey, because remember 50 Cent said that Diddy was trying to take him on a shopping spree, just him and Diddy.
Yeah, let me take you shopping. He like, man, let me take you shopping. Huh? Oh, hold on, man. Yeah, man. Well, we are going to monitor the situation. And I think you said last week, man, this trial is going to be like one of the biggest trials since OJ or something like that. Or, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to stay tuned into it. You're going to get some
hot topics about Diddy. I don't know about OJ, though, because OJ had OJ's trial. Well, I remember that. I remember OJ had the chase was it. I remember the chase on TV. Like, on TV. They shut down every station. That was like the president was on. How they shut the world down for that chase and that white Bronco, boy.
Oh, but depending on how this Diddy trial goes, the world will shut down because we're talking about a lot of the world's money right now. So depending on those people that do get mentioned, how they get mentioned, and how it tumbles down, we could be talking about the world watching.
Yeah. The more people get involved, the more interesting, the more we go down the rabbit hole, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we doing. We going down the rabbit hole right now because first we just seen the girl getting beat. Now we coming out. Now the girl was the host. Now
Nasty
she enjoyed
Cassie.
it. Nasty Cassie. You know what I'm saying? Now she was the host. She enjoyed it. Yeah,
Hey
man.
man, but how do you endure? Like, it's just crazy to me because I told you, bro. She literally said she used to get sores around her mouth from performing so much fellatio. Like, I'm
Man.
not understanding.
And ain't she married now? Ain't she married to something now?
Right, got a baby on the way. Ain't no way he looking at her the same.
Man, I don't know who married that, but I mean, hey,
Because these are some
maybe.
graphic details. I have more graphic details if you want some.
Come on, man. You done
So
already gave
there's
a
a part.
disclaimer.
So
You
look,
done already gave a disclaimer, man. Let's
yeah.
go.
So there's a part where she said, and because they asked her, well, why would you stay there? She said, I would be laying on the ground, and there would be two grown men standing over me, and they would masturbate first, and then afterwards they would just urinate on me, and sometimes I would have to put my hands up and stuff like that because it would just be too much, and I just couldn't take it. She said, but Diddy would tell them to stop. So Brian Steele asked her, why didn't you tell them to stop if you had the authority to tell them to stop? Because she said Diddy would tell them to stop, and like once he would see it's too much, Diddy would tell them to stop and back off and stuff like that. So man, she was, bro, out in the field. I saw this reel today, and this girl was talking about it get wet out in the field. She was out in that field that it get wet in.
Man, she as who is that little John? She league is soaking wet.
She leaking, so shaking like a salt shaker.
Man, bro. That lady was, yeah, I mean, yeah, ladies, we just gotta be careful, man. It was Diddy Trainer, okay. We gotta be careful, man, what we do, how we do it. It's things can come back to bite you. Literally. Yeah.
Literally.
Man. I guess that's why they call him P. Diddy, huh?
Hey, brother love.
I see what the P stand for now.
See what it be. Look, the P stand for R. Kelly.
Yeah.
His name is Robert Kelly Sean Combs.
Man. But even the girl, Young Miami's kind of said she said that before, like he liked to do
See, but she has recanted some statements. So there were some people that either they were asking her some questions or it was on her live and stuff like that. And she clarified, she said she's never been R. Kelly'd on, and that's never actually happened. But previous to that, there was a portion on her show where somebody was asking her about Diddy and the R. Kelly showers.
Nah. She took part because she was riding for Diddy hard for when they was together. So she
was right. She was riding so hard to the point that that's her man, and she know even in that being her man, like that's her man, but he doesn't belong to her because he has so many other women and stuff that he likes to do. She said this before.
Yeah, and he was breaking off some change
bag.
Yeah.
Big bag.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Well, yeah, we're gonna monitor the situation, and whatever happens, man. I mean, hey, it's I ain't gonna be surprised at this point. Don't nothing surprise me at this point no more. So we just gonna stay tuned. We gonna watch it like y'all. We gonna give our opinions. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in and chiming in and with their thoughts and comments. And yeah, we gonna keep bringing you some heat, man, and keep bringing you some trending topics. And yeah. So what we got 22. Let's wrap it up, bro.
We're going to get to our closing remarks. Well, you know that it is May, and with every new month, there comes a new special from CINO Credit Solutions.
Yeah, that's I thought you were dropping the bomb. So yeah, of course it's the money makeover, May money makeover, credit repair special, $2.99, regularly $3.99. We're gonna erase all the negative items, increase your credit score, improve your approval odds, and reclaim your financial power for a limited time valid through May 31st. It's the May money makeover, CINO Solutions. Yeah.
So why would you do that? Let's make over your money and your mindset together. Hey, I don't know if you all know, CINO, he can make over your money. I can help you make over your mindset. So it is May money makeover and mindsets. I like the way that sound, man. That just sounds so great. What we have coming next though is the red carpet, black tie, Boss Chick Entertainment Award Ceremony. This is a night honoring kings and queens. You have to be in the building to witness. The honoree list is super dope. It is Friday, June 20th, 2025. Doors open at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is a private location. Hey, these private location demonstrations, them to be the best ones. Invite only. That's how you know you're in a good atmosphere. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Tickets are $30. Purchase from your honoree. Dress attire is formal black tie. There will be food, vendors, entertainment, and award presentation.
And I will be hosting that event. They don't have me on the film. Yeah, I'm hosting that. I'm doing some hosting. I'm doing some stuff at that event. So shout out to Boss Chick, man, for inviting me out.
You just hosting everything, man. Hey, look. You know what? I wasn't gonna do it because you said we didn't have to keep doing it. But you know what I'm about to do? I think you know what I'm about to do. Elevate your next event with the dynamic presence of Convo with CINO podcast. Are you looking for an engaging, knowledgeable, and charismatic host for your upcoming event? Look no further. CINO, the renowned host of the popular Convo with CINO podcast, is now available for booking. Why choose CINO? Business and entrepreneur expertise, compelling interviews and conversations, extensive industry network, insightful and entertaining, and he is an audience engagement master. Book Convo with CINO for your events and hostings today.
Yeah. All right, man. We got Let me see if I get
Go ahead, say it again.
Let me see if I can break my mouth. Let me see if we What's up, bro?
Me?
What's up, my brother? Hello? You live, man.
Okay.
You down at you down at the spot, man.
Yeah, I'm just relaxing.
Just show us around. Just show us.
91.
Take us on a tour of the place, man, real quick. Take us on a tour.
Here we go, man. I'm just sitting down here. Some people out on the patio. You gonna make me get up? Oh man, well.
So tell them what you got going on. Tell them where you located at, man.
Man, I'm at 4469 Broadway, Gary, Indiana.
Let's go. This my man Winfred Owens of the Winfred Owens Cigar Lounge, man. Cigar brand, 100% Nicaraguan.
Yeah, man, I'm just down here, relaxing, doing what I do.
Mr. Owens, are those cigars full bodied?
Yeah, I got a full body, a medium, and then I got a mild.
Okay, let me ask you a question for those that are listening that don't necessarily really smoke cigars, because I'm a punch type of guy. Tell me what type of guy you are, and if you can, tell them about an X cut, a V cut, and a punch.
Well, the punch cut is just poking a hole in the cigar, basically. and pretty much they not all the same. It's just pretty much it depends on your preference. You know me, I'll smoke a V cut for a week, then the next week I'll smoke just a regular cut. You know, then I'll punch it. It all just depends on, pretty much my draw. And if I get tired of the punch, then I go to the next one, so on and so forth.
So
But
have
pretty
you ever
much
tried
it's a preference. Huh?
You ever tried the X cut?
Yeah, I've tried the X cut.
How you like the X cut?
They, like I say, they all cool. So I ain't got no preference. You know what I mean? Because the main thing I'm looking for is the tobacco and what it tastes like and what it smoke like. But as far as preference, as long as when you cut it, you ain't gotta get no real pull to to get your smoke. It should be a
Yes,
smooth
sir.
flow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Hey man, we just wanted to bring you on, man. Shout you out real quick.
Well, man, yeah, I appreciate it. Good show. I listen, and brothers, we got our work cut out for us, man. P Diddy, I heard y'all talking about P Diddy. You know, at the end of the day, don't never underestimate a good attorney.
Don't
And
ever,
and
because he
he
got
and he
Brian
got
Steele.
that. He got that. If he ain't got nothing else on his side, if God can't help him, if those attorneys can, yeah, wait till the defense start asking Cassie questions.
Yes, sir. Hey, because even like we was talking about OJ, that lawyer was one of the key parts. Shout out Johnny Cochran. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Cochran did
That's
his
the only
thing.
part.
If
It
it
don't
don't
take
fit,
away from you doing your guilt or nothing, but it does make a difference. Just you fighting the system, not just the person at times. The system is all flawed.
yes, sir. Especially because, like in Diddy case, even in R. Kelly case, in a lot of these cases, I'm not saying that these people are innocent. Not saying it at all. See, but
No,
with the proper lawyer, you have a fighting chance. Because even with the Diddy case and R. Kelly and these other things that are coming up, you have a fighting chance where you're in a situation that people knew what was going on. So even if you were doing the wrong thing, people knew what was going on, but now you have a better chance because it's not like you were just out to be this bad guy.
yeah, that's true. But for what she was describing in her testimony, I mean, I'm just keeping real. If he was doing all that shit, he should be in jail. But in my podcast a while ago with CINO, and you asked me a question, was he ever getting out? I told you no. I'm gonna stand on that.
There we have it.
I think he's going to see some light of day. Now, he might be in there for a long time, but I think he's going to see the light of day. And the main thing that makes me feel that way, because he has a list of people up his sleeve.
Man, I've been down that road. It might, it's hard to predict because if he lose, they can do whatever they want to do with him. All he can
Yes,
do is
sir.
come back on the appeal, and that ain't promising.
Yeah, hey, look. So even in you saying that, I don't know if you all have seen that they're saying that Donald Trump is working to put the habeas corpus on freeze. So, I don't know if you know how much about a habeas corpus, but a habeas corpus is kind of like your last line of defense after all your appeals, and the process for it is different than regular appeals.
Yeah,
But
but don't let that throw black people. We ain't never had habeas corpus in our favor anyway, so it ain't doing us no good.
that is
You know what I
true.
mean? So I
That
mean,
is
just
true.
keeping it real. You talking about the law?
We lost the brother. We lost the
Man.
brother. He was about to say something that was really good.
Hey. Me and him talk. We talk probably once or twice a day, man. So he always, we always going back and forth, man, on
Man,
something.
call me when y'all talking. I want to be a bird on the branch. That's the only way I'm gonna fly away.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up. We gonna get him on though, man. We gonna get him on the show where he actually, in the position. I just wanted him to, give him a shout out, let people know he down there, he open, got cigars, and it's all good, man. So Chill Will said, "What's up? What's good, Wilford?" Chill said, "What's good?" Oh, there you go.
Then he black back out.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, we'll get you on next week, man. We'll get you on next week, bro. Man, it's been a good show, man. Hey, man, appreciate you, 22. You was on fire tonight.
I got one more thing, bro. I cannot.
Oh, what's up?
This is Convo with CINO Live. So I have to let everybody know that we have coming on Convo with CINO special guest, Duke I Got Next Tanner, the undefeated boxer, CEO of Second Chances and Redeem to Lead. So for a lot of people, I'm just guessing that everybody knows who he is. But those listeners that we have that do not know who he is, Duke was an incredible boxer. He did some federal prison time. He got pardoned by Trump. And now the man is out here blazing a trail. So when that episode comes up, you don't want to miss it, especially as a black man in America. It's an episode you don't want to miss.
Man, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. See, that's why you are the program enhancement coordinator. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep this thing coordinated, man. So, hey, man, thanks. Shout out to my man Winford Owens for chiming in. Shout out to Malcolm Cheeks at 219 TV Midwest Connected. Shout out to Chill Will of On Cold Podcast. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, that rock with Convo with CINO. Shout out to my number one girl, my number one fan, Miss Darlene McNeil, always checking in. This is my girl here. She is a sweetheart. And so appreciate you. Appreciate you, 22. And man, we'll see y'all next week, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. Stay locked. Convo with CINO Live. We out. Boom.